Brands aren't ignoring you because you're not good enough. They're ignoring you because your pitch is missing 5 crucial, important pieces to make brands actually want to stick around and work with you. But let's fix that so they can stop ignoring you and you can start monetizing your content through paid brand deals.
What you doing?
I'm Tiffany, and I help women monetize their content and secure multiple paid brand deals. I've done this for so many of my students, and now I'm ready to help you do the same. If people don't realize that brands buy certainty, they want to be certain that you are going to be able to deliver on your end of the deal before you even start talking about money. If your pitch does not communicate, I'm fit to do this collaboration, I'm fit to deliver these deliverables that the brand want, I'm easy to work with, I'm going to hand over this content on time, then it's a no, and they're going to ignore you and they're not going to want to work with you. But having these 5 things in place gives them that comfortability and that certainty that they will then want to work with you. Fix 1 is making sure you fix your creator positioning and making sure you are a perfect fit for the brand. You have to be a clear category in a brand's head. I know sometimes I get people saying, I don't want a niche, I'm no niche, but that's not what brands want. You need to give brands something to work with. If you place yourself as a category, as a creator with no niche, you are then unmarketable to a brand. And a brand doesn't see how they can work with you, because think about it. The products we buy and the brands that we shop with, they don't say that they don't have a niche. They don't say that they don't have a category, because if they did, then we wouldn't buy their product, right? But they're specific. They hone down on one idea that makes us want to buy their product. So you as a creator, if you want to get paid for your content, you have to do the same. Hone down on how a brand can market you. Now, if you're someone who's like, oh, but I like to do different types of things, that's completely fine, because you can have more than one niche. I always say 3 max, right? You can be beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. If you feel like you don't know where to categorize yourself, just categorize yourself in lifestyle, because at the end of the day, no one can tell you what lifestyle content is or isn't unless it's, associated with a different niche. But lifestyle is subjected to the person. Everyone lives a different lifestyle. Do you get what I'm saying? Focus on one clear niche that you can categorize yourself as so that you can become marketable to a brand. This is what brands want to know. They want to know, are you the type of beauty student on a budget? Because that's something that they can work with when they want to appeal to students who love beauty, right, but are on a budget. Are you the clean girl mom? Maybe you like to have a clear and organized space, or maybe you like to do like clean and clear content. Or are you a luxury on a time budget, right? You still love the luxury life, but you also realize that there is a budget that needs to be in place. That is what brands can work with when you categorize yourself. It's so important, especially if you want to get high paying brand deals. You need to make yourself marketable to a brand. Then you need to audit your profile, your bio, your highlights, your contact button, your location, your niche. These all need to be visible and clear on your page. If a stranger comes on your page, within the first 5 seconds, they should know what you're about, where you are from, the type of content you provide, and like how you can help them. Now, this part is so important. Do you already post the type of content that a brand could take and repost tomorrow? Because if you don't, that means you need to change your content strategy. You need to start creating ad-like content that is sponsored-like content that brands can work with. So this may be how you incorporate a perfume in your daily routine. This could be me, how I drink this Celsius before a workout or before I get my day started to give me a boost of energy. That's ad-like content showing a product integration in my everyday life. That is what brands want, and that's what makes you marketable to a brand. Next, we want proof that reduces risk. So this is fix 2. This basically means having some sort of media kit or a portfolio. Now, I always tell my students, your social media page needs to be your first portfolio before you go onto Canva and create a media kit. Because what is the point of creating a media kit, aka portfolio, right, on Canva, if your social media page isn't reflecting the content that would align with the brands that you want to work with? It's pointless, and you're just really wasting time and energy. So you want to make sure that on your page, the content that you said you create on your bio is actually reflected on your page. Once you've done that, then yes, we can move over to the media kit. Now, the media kit should include 3 to 5 pieces of different types of content you create, right? What type of content you create as a lifestyle creator, what type of content you create as a beauty creator, as a food creator, whatever your niche is, your content media kit portfolio should reflect 3 to 5 different types of that content, right? For example, me, lifestyle creator, I could have my cleaning videos, I could have my going out, getting ready with me videos, that type of thing. I would have 3 to 5 different types. This could be voiceovers, this could be B-roll shots, this could be images. You really want to show the brands that you can deliver, and this gives them clarity and shows them that actually you can, in fact. Media kit should also include your demographics, so your audience, the gender, the age, where they're located. Brands want all of this information, and also like the engagement on your page too. Next, you have to have sort of like an offer menu, right? So what are your rates? What are the deliverables that you provide? What are the usage rights that you allow brands to have? And you want to pitch packages and not just single deals, because that is actually how you end up making a lot of money as a creator. For example, instead of only pitching like, oh, I can create this TikTok for you, you can pitch like a bundle. I can create 1 TikTok video, 1 Instagram video, and 2 stories for said price, right? That's what brands want more of. Think about you as a person. When you're buying something, you like to get the most for your money. Well, brands are the same way. Then you have to let them know if they have usage rights, right? And you get to make up what the usage rights are. 14 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And what usage rights is let's say I create a piece of content. I'm wearing Lululemon right now. If I create a piece of content for Lululemon and I post it on my page, me giving them usage rights means I'm going to be able to send them the video and they can use it on their social media platforms as well for a certain period of time. Now, if you are doing usage rights, I definitely recommend that you do add on an additional fee on top of your rate, because now you're giving them, access to be able to license and use your content for commercial use, which is going to bring them sales in their business. Next, you need to pitch. You need to have pitch assets, right? Holiday season, you need to have these pitches ready. Halloween, I don't celebrate Halloween, but Halloween, for example, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Easter, spring break, summer vacation, summer holidays, like have these seasonal pitches ready. Because if you didn't know, brands solidify their campaigns with creators and influencers way before that season even appears, right? So go out there before that season comes. That is actually how you end up securing more brand deals, because you're early. You're thinking of these ideas ahead of time. You pitch to brands, you want to have a clear subject line of like what this email is about. So content idea for Lululemon's winter collection. That's something I could say in the subject line. And then the first line is I'll introduce myself. I'll say what type of creator I am, where I'm based, the type of content that I create on my platform. And then I can talk about why I like the brand, why I think I'm capable of being able to create content for that brand, right? What my audience likes to see from me and how, it aligns with that brand. I could send my media kit and I could email them saying, if you like this idea and would like to collaborate, I would love to send over a proposal. Just let me know if it's a good idea to send. Now you need to focus on fix 5, which is one a lot of people miss out on, and it's a big fix, which is follow up. Don't just email a brand one time and you're like, oh, well, they didn't reply, that's it. No, brands are busy. Think about how busy you are as a person, right? Sometimes life gets ahead of us. So follow up. After the first 3 days, if I haven't heard back from a brand, I follow up. After like maybe 4 days after I send that, I follow up. After 7 days, I follow up. Follow up with these brands. Follow up with them, because they are busy as well. Now, there is supposed to be a good time for you to be able to email a brand, right? Which I share with my students. But you need to follow up with them, because they are busy. They have a ton of influencers and content creators emailing them as well. So you give yourself a head start by following up, because not many people know about this. So that already is how you stand out. Your follow-up is very simple. It could just be like, hey, just following up, bumping up my last email. I hope you didn't miss it. I hope, you were able to review the email I sent. I'm looking forward to this potential collaboration. Boom. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Also track the brands that you're following up with, right? Because you do know you're supposed to be pitching to more than one brand a week, more than one brand a day. So you need to create, like, even an Excel spreadsheet, create a spreadsheet, or even in your notes app where you write down the brand's name, their email, like what the collaboration, like the niche, and also when you followed up with, right, the date, so that you can track it. Because if you don't create a system, right, a routine for yourself, you're going to miss out on so much money. You're going to leave out so much money on the table if you don't track your follow-ups. It's so important. There is a ton of money in the follow-up. All 5 of these things are going to help you land paid collaborations, and I want you to apply them. These are things that people are missing, and I'm so glad. Like, I'm literally in my car, I'm waiting to pick my little brother up from school, and I was like, wait, I need to just film this YouTube video. I don't care how I look, I don't care that I'm in the car. I was like, I need to get this out to the girlies, because I need you guys to start getting paid for your content. It's so, so important. And that's why I'm so excited for a masterclass that I'm hosting. You can sign up for it down in the description box. Sign up for this masterclass, guys. If you're serious about monetizing your content, if you're serious about landing paid brand deals, if you're serious about building your dream life with your content, you need to be in my free, it's a free class. It's a free class. I'm going to teach you the 3 secrets to help you monetize your content that is going to take you to the next level. You guys have already seen what content has done for me. I wouldn't even be sitting in this car if I didn't post my content. And I want you guys to be able to achieve the things that I've achieved, and then some, and then tenfold, okay? So make sure you sign up to the class. Like I said, the link is in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. And if you join my free masterclass, I'll see you in my free masterclass. In the description, I've also put the bullet points that covered what we talked about in this class. Well, this was class, right, in this video, so that if you're like, oh, I forgot some of the points, you can just easily access them in the description. I love you guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.